हेलो हेलो फ्रेंड्स। आज का टॉपिक है द फर्स्ट वॉर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस 1857। इसके ऊपर कुछ शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन है। ये क्वेश्चन एग्ज़ाम के लिए नहीं है, आपको इस चैप्टर को एकदम अंदर से समझने के लिए ये क्वेश्चन आपको पढ़ना ज़रूरी है। इससे क्या होगा, आपको एग्ज़ाम में जहाँ से भी कोई भी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आए वो आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो, ठीक है। और ये क्वेश्चन कुछ एग्ज़ाम के लिए भी है, कुछ ऐसे ही डिटेल्स में कुछ क्वेश्चन है जिससे आपको इससे बेहतर आप समझ सकते हो। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट्स है, कुछ ऐसे ही हैं, तो आप सभी पढ़ लो, ठीक है। अगर कोई भी आ जाए आप क्वेश्चन अटेंड कर सकते हो। स्टार्ट करते हैं। What was the nature of revolts against the British before the First War of Independence? The revolts against the British before the First War of Independence did not pose a serious challenge as the rebellions were local, scattered and isolated. These revolts established a local tradition of struggle against the British rule. Number 2. Why was War of 1857 hailed as the first war of independence? ये important है। It embraced the whole section of society without any caste and creed. It was not localized one. In this revolt, not only army personnel participated, but Indian civilians also threw themselves into this struggle to get rid of the foreign rules. These revolts gave the real threat to the Britishers. Number 3. Mentions two political causes of the First War of Independence. Number 1. Policy of expansion. Number 2. Disrespect shown to Bahadur Shah. Number 4. Name the 4 ways in which the British expanded their territorial power in India. The 4 ways in which the British expanded their territorial power in India are: Number 1. By outright wars. Number 2. By the system of subsidiary alliances. Number 3. By adopting the doctrine of lapse. Number 4. On the pretext of elect misrule. Number 5. What was the subsidiary alliances, or name the method adopted by the British to bring the Indian states under their control without actually annexing them? Answer. Some Indian states were brought under the British control without actually annexing them. This was done by following the subsidiary alliances introduced by Lord Wellesley. Under this system, the Indian rulers who agreed to the subsidiary alliances: A. Accept the British as the supreme power. B. Surrendered their foreign relations to the East India Company and agreed that they would not enter into any alliances with any other power and would not wage wars. C. Accepted a British resident at their headquarters and agreed not to employ any European in their service without consulting the company. D. Agreed to maintain British troops at their own cost. And E. Virtually lost their independence. Number 6. Name 2 Indian states brought under the British control using the subsidiary alliances. Answer. Hyderabad in 1798, Awadh in 1801. Number 7. Explain the term doctrine of lapse. Name 2 states annexed by the British using the doctrine of lapse. The doctrine of lapse, introduced by Lord Dalhousie, meant that when a ruler of a dependent state died without a natural heir, the state passed back to the hand of English. Satara 1848, Jhansi 1853 and Nagpur 1854 were some of states annexed by the British using the doctrine of lapse. Number 8. What was Nana Sahib's main grievance against the British? Answer. The last Peshwa Bajirao II had adopted Nana Sahib as his son, but the British refused to recognize Nana Sahib as the ruler of the Marathas. He was pensioned off to far away Bitur. Number 9. Why did Rani Lakshmi Bai become a bitter enemy of the British? The answer. The applications of doctrine of lapse aroused a great discontentment to Rani of Jhansi when, after the death of the ruler of Jhansi, their adopted son Anand Rao was not recognized as a legitimate successor to the throne. Number 10. Mention two grievances of the Mughal emperor against the British. Answer. Number 1. 1849, Lord Dalhousie announced that successor of Bahadur Shah Jafar would not be permitted to use the Red Fort as their palace. They were requested to shift to a palace near the Qutub Minar. Number 2. In 1856, Lord Canning announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, his successor would not be allowed to use the imperial titles and dignities with their names. तो नेक्स्ट पार्ट नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।
नोट्स देख लिए, आप सब्सक्राइब भी कर लो।